Hi YouTube. Hi fans. Hi followers. Hi subscribers. Hi supporters. You know, I'm really not really sure if I'm gonna upload this because I don't like showing my hair without hair on for a reason, but I got new drugstore makeup. And I really want to try it out. It's in a color that I actually really like. I'm just going to do a makeup look today for you guys. I know I had primer. I know I actually know that I have primer. I just don't know where it is. And looking for it is like going to be the death of me. Where did my primer go, you guys? Does anyone dare know where? Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. These two things are very similar. Don't those look very similar, you guys? I mean, they look like the same exact thing. They're not, but they look very similar. And I got this today. It's just Wet n Wild, but I mean, I like the color a lot. Oh, look. I was looking for this. I knew I had one. I'm glad I didn't get a new one because I knew I had one. Alright, I'm using primer today, you guys. I rarely use primer. But, like, primer is actually something that can be very necessary. Especially with this makeup look that I'm about to do. I like to put it all over. You guys, I don't leave my lips out of anything. I even put primer on my lips. So, along with some sort of like this stuff. That can stay right where it is. I don't call it chapstick because it's not. It's a little bit more better than chapstick. So, my favorite one. See, I don't like to share my favorites with you guys because it'll go like off the shelves. Like I always like think like that. I always think like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to like say what my favorite thing is because like. I'm always like afraid they'll mean like none of it. I don't know why I think like that, but I do be thinking like, oh my gosh, if I say what it is, there's not gonna be any more of it left. Whatever. I like to let that soak in and then like let that like set in and then literally, you know, because I put foundation over my lips. I'm not getting ready to explain to you guys everything I do. I put foundation over my lips and then I put my lipstick on. So I'm using this foundation. Where's the top at so I can actually show you guys? I guess I'm going to show you. I don't know about this one yet. Actually, I mean, I'm pretty, like, confident in this. I like the regular Fit Me. I mean, no, it's what is it called? Super Stay. I like the regular 24-hour, but this says 30 hours. And this one is in my one color that I love, but the one that was in my color that I absolutely love, I get in Maybelline because Maybelline has like a few different foundations that I like. I love Fit Me. There, I said it. I love Fit Me. It's very, like, and I said it before, it reminds me of an Estee Lauder dupe. Like a very, it's like a very, how do I say this? It's a very inexpensive Estee Lauder dupe for Water Fresh. I finally know the name of it, Water Fresh. Double Wear Water Fresh. It's, you can't tell me nothing otherwise. I know that they're copying off of them with that. I know it for sure. Like, I made up my mind. I'm sticking with it. That's my story, and that's just how it is. So, I gotta say right off the rip, I love this color. I do have at least a little bit, you guys, of a suntan. At least a little bit of one. Of a suntan. And, like I said, the color that I absolutely fucking love. It wasn't looking right when I looked at it. It was just not looking right when I looked at it. It wasn't too light though. It was just a little bit. The thing that I like about that is I wear my foundations a certain way. And it's got to be right. So I know that this foundation color, this color, is like really like suiting. It's well suited for me. So is the other one. It's just a little bit more of what I prefer and what I like. But I will use this color. Like, I gotta say, this is actually the first color that I was using. Before I ever found that other color that I absolutely adore. I start using this one first, like, and I used it for a while. I used this for like about a year. That was back when I rarely wore makeup, but now I'm like, I'm gonna say almost like I'm going through foundations because I wear these foundations every day. And I decided today, like, I don't wear makeup to work every single day. But today I am, and I'm on the schedule for 6 days in a row, you freaking guys. So I just decided, like, I'm going to wear makeup tentatively for the next 6 days. Does anybody else do that? Let me know if you do that too. So you guys, is it summer yet? Summer's in June, right? I don't think it's summer quite yet, but like somebody the other day was saying it's summer. And I was like, not trying to be all up in their business, but I really wanted to be like, is it really summer? Like, is it officially summer? Because I like when it's like officially, when it's something like officially. And I knew this was going to happen, but I'm going to be right back, you guys, in just a minute. I'm not going to go quite yet. I'm going to do something first. And I've been really feeling this lipstick. But today, I'm not going for this lipstick. I've really been feeling it though. but I know better today. No, not this. This one. This says pink. It's pink enough, but I'm going for like a real pink today, you guys. I'm feeling very in the mood for pink. Some of my pinks are real nude, real mauve. And then you got this one. This one is very, very neon pink. And it doesn't show up neon pink, but you can tell. This has to be one of my favorites. This is like, reminds me of Scream Queens. I'm checking, you guys. I'm checking for this one. Is a little bit. This is like a winter. I think this is like a very in the middle of winter is when you wear that. I'm not wearing any mauve-y color today. I know where my pink lipstick is that my go-to, because like I do have a go-to pink lipstick, you guys, that I'm trying to like almost trying to like stay away from it for now. For some reason, I am a little bit trying to stay away from that pink. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm trying to stay away from that pink. I am definitely using this blush today. It's brand new. I have to. I dropped something. You just wait, you guys. You'll see. Here's a pink. Now, here's a pink because that's another reason why I'm trying to stay away from my go-to pink, because I have so many pinks. And this is perfect. Exactly what I want. It's not my go-to, but it's exactly what I want. I'm gonna have to remember this one. I know what this is. That is my go-to. Because I have two of my go-tos, and that actually is it. But I do have to step away for a minute to get to something else. Now this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to compare these two. And this is a little bit darker. It's a little bit like brighter, like darker, brighter. Let me open them up and see. It's definitely, this has gotta be, I'm gonna say this is like gonna be my go-to blush from like, who knows? But like, I'm really feeling that blush. I'm feeling it every time I put it on. I just love it more and more, you guys. But this one is brand new. I don't want to mess up this foundation look because this foundation is really, really cute. So I'm just going to put on just a little bit. And I'm saying it like that because, like, you guys, blush can kill. Personally, I truly am one to say blush can kill a look. Like, it can really kill a look. Like, you got to have the right fucking blush. I'm almost tempted because I was not going to go with this makeup look today. I was gonna like wash it off and then do a whole new look. But I'm thinking like, why not? Why not actually today? I'm thinking, why not? Because I can get like that sometimes, you guys. I'm not using this brush. It's not fluffy enough right now. It is fluffy enough, but not right this minute. I'm gonna have to step away. Damn it, I was trying everything I could to not step away, but I'm gonna have to. Let me put that in here. And I'm gonna use this, and let me see. I can do one more thing before I step away. You guys, let's get my followers up. Come on, you guys. Follow me if you see this. Let's get my followers up. I really want you guys to like, I want you guys to like love me and be waiting for me to drop videos and like, I'm gonna have to look around on YouTube, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm getting ready to talk about this, but I am a little bit. I am just gonna touch on this. My sister, cause like before you guys, I was talking to my sister a little bit about my YouTube page. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm doing YouTube and this and that. And she was like, oh, well, you should find your niche. I think it's pronounced niche, but it may be pronounced niche. I could be wrong, and it could be pronounced niche, but I think it's pronounced niche. I've just always heard find your niche. Like, I've always heard that. And then I see it spelled out, because I actually do be seeing it spelled out. But that's more of like a TikTok thing. And I don't do TikTok. I'm lying, you guys. Remember that time when I told you guys I was going to do TikTok? I meant it. Like, this summer, I'm into blush. Like, that's like my thing a little bit. One of them for this summer is a good blush. Like, See, I had this blush before, you guys, that was absolutely freaking perfect for me. And I really stand by what I said, you guys, is that blush can ruin your look for the day. On me, I'm very partial, because for me, like, if I'm using blush, you guys, it's got to be fucking right. Like, it cannot be just slap on some blush. No, not for me. Like, I even had a brush. Like, I think, honestly, I think personally, like, blush has to have its own brush, because you can't put on foundation. You can't put on your foundation with your blush brush. You can't put your blush on with your foundation brush. You just can't mix those two brushes. It's got to be two separate brushes. But why I'm saying that is because this is what I find, especially about, like, me really being, like, I'm not a professional by any means, but I do happen to know what works for me. And I become very partial to different things because, like I said, like, my go-to lipstick. That's my go-to for a reason, because it works for me. It's this perfect pink. And I like my looks, like, when I do my foundation and stuff, like, when I do my makeup and stuff, I like it to have, like, little touches of pink. And so I figure just a couple, like, it had to be like a month ago. I figure, let me try a blush. Because I do like blush sometimes. But what I remember about using blush before is that it's got to be right. It has to be right. It can ruin. You can do your makeup with precision, with like, you can go through your routine makeup and then you put your blush on and the blush completely ruins it. That can happen. And what I was gonna say, with me being like not a professional, I always find that blushes, for some reason, are like extremely pigmented. I find that all the time. I always find like that blushes, they stay around for like weeks, and until you wash the brush, you're gonna get blush off of that brush. And I wonder if that's because like I wonder if that's because like it can be annoying. But it's just like if you use dark eyeshadow. But what I always find with eyeshadow is that it's just never, ever, ever pigmented enough. And I've never used like a more expensive eyeshadow. I always use drugstore eyeshadows, and that could be the reason why. So you can take this as you will. But I just always find that. I'm always finding I am like, let me say, I'm loving this foundation. It's giving me just what I want. It's in a color that's, it's no longer my go-to color. Mind you, I used it for about a year, and then like this winter-ish, probably about like last winter, going into, I don't know, maybe going into this winter, I found a different color that I absolutely love with Fit Me. But Maybelline has it also in their Super Stay. But it's obviously different because it's a different coverage and it's a different, what do you call it? A different formula. And this color happens to be even different than the Fit Me in this same color. You following what I'm saying? This color is the same color as my old go-to color in Fit Me, but this is in Super Stay Activewear. But it's giving me like, it's really giving me a look that I like. So I'm loving it. It's almost making me not want to put on blush, and especially not this blush. I don't know why I get that way about blush. But with this blush, it's got to be very, very little. I'm not kidding you. Just look at it. This is the blush. I want you to see it for real. So you can get what I'm saying. Like, it may not look too dark to you guys, but like for me, I'm like, just having this right here on my cheek is like gonna be like, you don't want it to look like too much. You never want it. I like little pops of pink. Look at that. Now that is a blush for me. It's very springy, airy. This is like a very like airy, springy. And even in summertime, I like that spring look. I don't know why. No, I know why, because it's cute. And so, I'm really tempted to not use a blush today, but I'm probably going to anyway, just because I bought this blush. And the one thing about, I can still make it look good, and like, a lot of times, see, like, I'm even almost thinking like, each blush should have their own brush, until you wash them. Because like, look at this. You see how pink that is? That's from this one. Do you see that? This is from this one. And this is not even bright at all. It's very subtle. But on me, it's like definitely a pop of pink. But I also like this one because like looking at it, like it's got like some like sparkly stuff in it. I'm gonna look at this one and see if this is True Match. I doubt that it has any sparkle. It's got some, but nothing like the Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild is like, I kept wondering, like when I was in there, I kept wondering like, what does my blush at home really look like? Because you know, you like get it in your head what it looks like. Some people can probably like remember it, but I'm always like, wonder what that looks like. I like have to have it there in order to know. I think I'm going with my go-to blush today. I say that assuming I'm wearing blush because I'm still sitting here trying to decide if I'm actually going to wear blush, but I think I'm going to. Check out what I got, guys. So lovely. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this. I only wear this on like certain times though. I don't wear this every day. Now, this is what I wear pretty much every day because I actually got this as a birthday gift for my very first birthday party. It wasn't my very first birthday party, but it was my very first birthday party as an adult. And somebody gave me a very small bottle of this and a very, very small bottle of Majesty because they knew I loved Nicki Minaj, and I was so grateful and thankful for those that I decided that I fell absolutely in love with both of them. So even though I have like a couple other of the Nicki Minaj fragrances, Majesty, it goes, here's how it goes from most, well, alright, I'll explain this a little bit. Pink Friday is an everyday fragrance for me. That's like an everyday thing. I could wear that any day, every day. I can dress it up with that. It's just a very signature for me. Majesty goes great mixed with Pink Friday as an undertone. Majesty can stand on its own though, like just by itself, but I do like mixing them, and I remembered that because this was a few years ago, but I remembered that. So what I did was I bought the body spray because, you know, the body spray is very different from perfume. You just spray body spray all over, and it's very much like an under scent, especially if you're wearing perfume, and perfume kind of takes over, but that under scent is still there. So I use Majesty as an under scent body spray, and then I use the Pink Friday as the perfume. Now, one that I wear with no body spray, just by itself, is Onika. Onika is very singular, and I mostly wear Onika on a dark night. It just really gives you that like dark night feel. Like I'm very into perfume. One of my perfumes that I don't have anymore that I absolutely freaking love, it's very dark. It is a very dark scent, And it is, what is it called? It's called Decadence by Marc Jacobs. It is very dark. It is so heavy. Like, they really, it seemed to me like they really went all out on Decadence. Like, I don't do Toilette. I cannot stand Toilette. But I fell in love with Decadence from the moment that I very first ever seen it. Ever, like, smelled it. My next favorite perfume, you guys, is Daisy Oh So Fresh. I like Daisy and I like Daisy Dream, but Daisy Oh So Fresh is, oh, that is a big, huge fucking favorite of mine. That is a dream come true in a fragrance. Especially if you love fragrances like I do. I fell in love with fragrances when I started working at Macy's. I had never been around fragrances like enough to use them. Like, I would use body sprays. Like, I was really like, I loved body sprays. Like, and that, like, up until then I was pretty much using Ariana Grande Sweet Like Candy like all the time. Like, I used that all the freaking time. And then I got to Macy's, where I worked there. And so, like, obviously working there, you have to know shit. So I would go and explore. And I went and explored the fragrances. There are some fragrances that I cannot stand. They don't go well with me at all. I guess you have to be knowledgeable in that, knowing what works for you. In a minute, I'll be back in just a minute, you guys. For you guys, it's gonna be like a real quick flash, but for me, I actually have to go and get something and do something. And I'll be right back with my mascara and then my final look for the day. And I'll see you in just a minute. Told you it would be just a minute. So, you guys, I had to go and get a couple things. I'm using lip gloss now. This lip gloss reminds me of MAC. That's why I use it. No, I know lipstick and lip gloss. Lip gloss is really for a very light makeup day for me. I'm really particular, you guys. Like, I think you guys should know that about me. So much so that I'm not using my new blush. I'm gonna go ahead in with my go-to one, because I love this makeup look so much that I don't want to mess it up in any way. So I'm just gonna put on just a little touch of this blush. And I do mean a little touch of it. I'm not going in with a lot at all. I'm going in with just a bit. Just a bit, because I am very, very picky about blush. Like, it can ruin a freaking look. And then I like to go in and do this with it. I have on primer today, so like, when I have on primer, like, I do not be worried about my makeup move. Look at that. It just gives you, I mean, it can really ruin a look. Like, so I just use a little bit. And I'm going to do my eyelashes today. with my mascara. I'm not putting on lashes. You guys, over the past year, I'm gonna say over the past year, have just fallen in love with just using mascara. And I like to pronounce it mascara because I know that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. So, yeah, I have just fallen absolutely in love with using just mascara and just going in with mascara. I just like a mascara look. So I started using primer. Primer makes them just even better. I'm not even kidding you guys. I found primer when I worked at Macy's also. And that was way like a couple years ago. And I was like, whoa, this stuff right here is really cool. And I fell in love with primer then, but I found dupes of Clinique, because that's what I was using was Clinique. And I started finding like dupes of Clinique primer. And that was when I first found primer, and I was like, yo, primer on your lashes is great. So I think I'm gonna do a couple of lip sync videos for you guys today. A couple lip syncs. I hope you guys like them. Oh, I'm doing a full, I'll wait till you see. You're just gonna love it. So check for the video that is directly after this one. I hope you guys are still watching. I know it's been a long time, but I love spending time with you guys. Because some days are not recording days, you know? But most days are. Like, I gotta say to you guys, like, most days are. But, I cherish the time that you guys spend watching my videos, because I, like you, am a YouTube surfer. And it really means a lot to me that you guys, especially for those who made it this far in my video. So I'll be right back with a complete look for you guys. I'm back. So this is my complete look, you guys. Hope you like it. I'm coming to you guys with something that I know you're going to absolutely love today. It's, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's just going to be a cover. I'm not telling you what. You have to see it to believe it. And, with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys later. I hope the thumbnail comes from these. Can I get a thumbnail, please? Catch you guys later.